Gemush, dear Gemini, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Gemini, I'm going to be doing your reading from July 6th to the 12th. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. How you doing, cutie patootie? So I removed the plants just because I felt it was a little bit creating some kind of a congestion. So let's just keep it Henry, Michael, Arman, and both of you, Gems, my cutie patootie, one of my favorites. So in this reading, dear Gemini, I'm going to be taking a look at your main challenge, past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards for you and get some final advice. Gemini, thank you very much for being here. I am training for my Ironman at the end of this month, so my schedule is quite occupied with the channel and with my training. So the hours have been a little bit different, but we're getting back onto the normal schedule. So thank you for being here and for your continuous support. Let's see what's going on for you, Gemini, for this upcoming week. Mercury retrograde. I know it's doing it, but I don't give a shit. Like, I genuinely, we should not care. So I'm saying in a way that we cannot let this little planet out there control us. I know it's your ruling planet, but whatever, just give it a break. So, Gemini, your challenge is the world. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician, followed by the Queen of Cups and the Strength, okay? So Gemini, your challenge here is the world. I'm going to go straight to the point. This is about a situation where you're having a closure. Okay, the world is the last card in Major Arcana. Many of you know tarot. So you're standing at the place in your life right now, Gemini, where you're deciding in regards to closing out a cycle here, in regards to somebody, a specific situation. And the world can mean that, you know, you've come to this realization that there is, this is the end of a chapter. This could also lead to some sort of a brand new beginning. But for now, there is something that you're closing out or you're letting go. And I think there is a challenge. This is a challenge for you because you might be dealing with somebody very difficult, okay? With the Five of Swords on top of your reading. There is a conflict here. We're going to find out about this and we're going to get more information to see why the world is your challenge. In the recent past, Gemini, you have the Hangman, you have the Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles. It looks like in the recent past, somebody here kept you waiting. A lot of you were dealing with a water sign, earth sign. I see here that there is this constant delay, okay? And this really affected your happiness. For many of you with the Five of Pentacles, you did go through a separation. I feel like a lot of you have been in this hermit mode. You've been in isolation for quite some time. There is something here about a person like being in and out of your life, making you happy, and then being gone, missing, and then coming back. And I think the lack of action here from this person when it came to commitment, it really led you to feel very isolated, very not appreciated, okay? We're gonna get back to this and we're gonna clarify this for you in a moment. In the present moment, dear Gemush, you have the Six of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the King of Cups. There is a lot of love towards this person that you have personally for them. But I think in the present moment, you are realizing that maybe this is not the right time to even try to have any kind of conversation. There is a conflict here. And I think that here, as you can see with the King of Cups, Six of Wands, this is actually related to your future. Like, I don't know if you're dealing with somebody that has a direct influence about your future, your career. A lot of you are dealing with somebody who has some kind of power, okay? Or this person is a very powerful person. Could be an executive director, could be a president, could be someone that you worked with before. There is this hesitation from your end not to risk anything when it comes to discussing a specific conflict with this person. A lot of you are hesitating confronting this person right now because you feel like that if you were to say anything to them, they're gonna make you look like the bad guy. That's just the energy that's coming through right now. I see here you, Gemini, being very wise with the Six of Wands. You're fighting your battles, okay, in a very smart way. This is a battle. This is a challenge that you're basically being very strategic about, because you don't want to cause any drama and you don't want to cause any kind of conflict. So you could be walking away and stepping away from a situation where, if there is a third party situation, or with the Five of Swords, there has always been conflict going on between you and this person. You're choosing not to engage, but you're actually disengaging from that. We're going to clarify this and we're going to get more information for you in a moment. And I'm also getting some of you are dealing with somebody who likes to drink. So you may want to also confront that person too, but you don't have to right now. In the future, you have the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Page of Pentacles. It looks like in the future, there is going to be an offer here coming towards your way. And it's going to be up to you in regards to how you want to accept this offer. This is something that, even if there is an opportunity to work something out with this specific person in the future, Mercury retrograde, if we've talked about this before, it really does bring up a lot of people from the past, and this is happening in the sign of Cancer. So you're going to be doing a lot of reevaluation, reassessing the situation to understand if you really want to give this person a chance. A lot of you are manifesting like a completely entire reality for yourself. I'm seeing here Geminis who are getting deep into manifestation. The Strength here, Queen of Cups, Magician. A lot of you are finding the inner strength within you to create the life that you want. This has a lot to do with your love life, with the Queen of Cups. And with the Temperance here, I think you're healing from something. You're finally letting go of some sort of a deep-seated pain in your soul that has been either haunting you, or it's been very difficult for you to close out that chapter. But this is maybe the reason why, Gemini, you're finally realizing that you don't want to be going back and forth about somebody from the past who actually did not take adequate action towards your way, and there is still some sort of a conflict going on. You're choosing to disconnect. You're finding your inner strength here. You could be dealing with a Leo, you could be attracting a Leo, but you are definitely manifesting. And in order for you to manifest, in order for you, Gemini, to create what you truly want, we need to close out cycles in a very proper way. Having resentment towards somebody and not letting them go, being very negative towards the situation. I'm not saying you are doing this, but in general, this is very important for us. We need to release people in love. We need to release people in respect, wish them well, wish them happiness, and just let them go. And if they come back and they haven't done the work within themselves and they want to be back with you, I think it's going to be important for you to send them or give them your, so I have to fix the light. Okay, I don't want it too much on my face. I'm going to get new light soon. Just give them your Venmo, okay, or PayPal, CashApp, so they can talk to you, okay, because they need to proceed with payment in order for them to take up your time, especially if they haven't done the work. So, Gemini, thank you for going ahead and hitting the like button also on this channel. We make sure that we're always reciprocating, giving and receiving. And in the next Gemini reading is when I'm starting to pull 2 cards for 2 Geminis for the last month. And then also in the future readings in July, I'm also going to be pulling cards for Geminis. The more you hype, like, comment, and leave positive comments and increase your visibility with positive comments, okay, then chances are that I could do this a lot more often. So Gemini, where's the world? Why did I put it back on top of the Magician? So the world, Gemini, is your challenge, and it's clarified by the Page of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Swords. This is the same Five of Swords here, Gemini. There is a conflict here. I think this conflict here has a lot to do with you are basically questioning if somebody is cheating on you or not. I'm just going to go directly to the point. A lot of you, have been on this channel for quite some time. So, I always keep it very direct. I do not sugarcoat anything. This is not a fairy tale sugarcoated channel. I'm talking about the energies that many of you are going through right now. This is not going to resonate with everyone. So, Gemini, there is a situation with somebody that this is either a marriage, this is either some sort of a partnership here that you don't seem to trust fully. With the Seven of Swords is a very sneaky energy. Okay, I know cross-watchers are watching. You're more than welcome to. Don't take this personal. There is something here about Gemini, you having lack of trust towards this person. Even when it comes to marriage, even when it comes to love confession here, you know what I mean? With the Five of Swords here, Queen of Wands, you're dealing with somebody who always created conflict, okay, within this relationship, drama. third-party situations, family members also affecting this relationship. Big trust issues. I think this is very obvious why you are struggling right now to close out this chapter. A lot with this person. Many of you are still seeking answers. Many of you are still trying to find the right, way to either end this situation. I think you still have a lot of big questions above your head, whether this person did what you heard from someone they did, or there is a suspicion here. You are suspecting something, okay? You're questioning this person's validity and honesty. Somebody here has a military background. I don't know if this is you or this is that person, but you don't seem to fully trust in order for you to move forward like towards marriage with this person, okay? So that's why you're closing out a chapter here, Gemini. Now, the Hangman in the recent past, I feel like there was a delay here. Somebody kind of like kept you waiting in the past. The Hangman is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Some of you were dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, maybe another air sign, Libra. I do see here, Gemini, that you were constantly investing into this relationship. Many of you were sending gifts to this person, text messages, communication. I see here that you were very disappointed with how things ended with this person. There was this indecision. A lot of you were questioning with the Two of Swords whether you should stay within this relationship, should you not stay in this relationship. Many of you even also started really asking yourself, is this even a relationship? What is the name of this connection? How do I label this? So a lot of you were dealing with someone also who loved money. Okay, this person prioritized money, they prioritized career for themselves. So the Nine of Cups, I think that a lot of you really realized that it would have been possibly better for you to stay single and happy rather than be in a relationship, but then internally, okay, behind the scenes with the Five of Pentacles, many of you were going through some kind of sadness and depression. I think it was very challenging for you. So the Nine of Cups for you in the recent past, Gemini, is clarified by the Two of Wands, Eight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords. I think over time, this person started pulling away from you, or you started pulling away from them. There was the rejection here. Many of you gave up trying to give this person another chance. You see the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Many of you, after trying to give this person chance after chance after chance, you realize that it's just not worth it, okay? So you had to walk away and disconnect. Some of you were dealing with the person who was at a long distance. Many of you, we're trying to maintain this long distance relationship. Others of you met this person online. Maybe you met them also in person after meeting them online, but it just was not really going anywhere, okay? Something seemed very shallow. Something fell off, okay? With the Four of Swords here and the Page of Pentacles, I think there was a lack of action here, okay? Someone was not really moving towards your way with the pace that you anticipated. So you end up walking away from this person, or they end up walking away from you. This is the dilemma that I'm seeing here. Now, Five of Pentacles in the recent past. A lot of you Geminis went through a very difficult time, okay? I'm getting here like just maybe feeling isolated, going into a hermit mode. You cut people off. Yeah, isolation. So I'm saying cards cannot lie. So Eight of Swords here, Three of Swords, Emperor, and yet again, my cards do not lie, okay? Because that's why I like to show the cards onto the camera. So for many of you, dear Geminis, you went through a major heartbreak, major breakup here. I feel like a lot of you felt like that, you kind of like got knocked off of your power, okay? I'm just gonna put this in the nicest way possible. It happens to everyone when you go through a heartbreak and breakup. No matter how famous you are, no matter like your power that you have, it really affects you. It really takes a toll on you. So I feel like this ending, this situation, this pain, this breakup that happened, Gemini, it really, really affected you at a very deep level. A lot of you just really felt like you were trapped. You were possibly staying home. You lost motivation of like doing the activities that you like to do. You lost the motivation of maybe having 500 different topics and conversations at the same time. Especially I can't keep up with you, with all these things. But I think, a lot of you just had to dismiss yourself and excuse yourself and just go and heal, because I think what you really dealt with in the past was very excruciating. It was really hurting you at a deep level. And some of you dealt with the twin flame. It's not going to resonate with everyone. That can be a very painful situation. Again, Five of Wands and the Six of Cups, major conflict here between you and this person in the recent past. So in the present moment here, Gemini, for you, Six of Wands, Five of Swords, King of Cups, this is an ongoing conflict. It looks like this is also like an unfinished business, okay, when it comes to this person. So you're, like I said, you're being very strategic. I think you're starting to reprioritize what matters to you right now in this present moment. Number one is career. You could be in the public's eye as well. So a lot of you are realizing, Gemini, that you have the Judgment, Nine of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Many of you are realizing that it's not worth your time and your energy to invest into somebody who is acting very much closed up, or someone doesn't want to open up to you. I think that you are still deeply hurt. This is the wounded warrior, the wounded soldier. You are deeply hurt by what this person did to you. Some of you were anticipating to be parents with this person. There is the Empress, Taurus energy, Hierophant, again, Taurus energy, and the Five of Pentacles. The lack of reciprocation, the lack of action coming from this person, it basically ended things between you and them, and it didn't lead you and them to get married or to be together. Now, Five of Swords here, this is the unfinished business here. I don't know if this person is trying to come back, or there is still some kind of a beef that's going on in the present moment. The Five of Swords, Gemini, is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups, and the High Priestess. You could be dealing with a Virgo also. So I feel like there is a lot of stress. Someone is definitely stressed out. It could be you, but I feel like, Gemini, you're really in this place of like kind of slowly detaching, sending this person love and light, and just a lot of people from your past. And this is really about that person's energy. Someone is stressed out for how they treated you with the Nine of Swords, and they have been wanting to talk to you or tell you something, and they feel guilty. There is a very strong energy of guilt. This is associated with the Seven of Swords. I don't know if this person cheated on you or they did things behind your back, and they're being very, what's the word for that, Gemosh? Hold on. Convicted. Okay, they're being convicted, internally confronted for how they treated you, because there is a lot of like overthinking going on. Someone is staying up late at night and like really having late night thoughts. Okay, I'm seeing here someone really being very worried for how they treated you. And there is also an energy here of someone being very harsh towards your way with their words, okay, being very rude, not demure, not mindful. So the King of Cups is clarified by the Two of Cups, the Strength here, High Priestess, Four of Cups. If you're dealing with a Leo who was very rude, okay, towards your way, send them my way, send them to this Leo. I'll teach them a lesson, I'll whip their ass. So for many of you, I think that, the spiritual connection is there, but honestly, you're not buying it. Okay, the spiritual connection is there, the love is there, but you don't seem to buy it. You are actually learning what it means to love yourself right now. For many of you, with the Justice, could be dealing with the Libra. There is the Four of Cups, the Death card. I feel like you're having this internal funeral in terms of internal, okay? You're like, I'm done with this situation. I don't care how much this person is trying, what they are trying. I have offered many times in the past, and they have rejected me. As a matter of fact, you could be coming across to somebody new. There is someone here new that you possibly could be exploring a relationship with, because I'm seeing here, Gemini, part of the reason why you may not be 100% entirely like focused on this person, although it takes up a huge chunk of your day, is because maybe there is someone that has intrigued you. Okay, that's why you have the Six of Wands. You're being very strategic. You're realizing that you did actually deal with an avoidant person in the recent past, someone that was very much closed off. You wanted to know some sort of truth in the recent past from this person or about this person, and they were refusing to tell you that, or they were refusing to confess and to be on the same page with you in terms of marriage and commitment. Now, there is a lot of love here. I think your intuition is getting very heightened right now. You're one of the most intuitive signs out there. So this is going to lead you for this upcoming week, Gemini, to really make a very, very strong assessment, reassessment of a situation with the Seven of Pentacles. Do you want to continue waiting on this person or not? So, Seven of Pentacles for you in the near future, Gemini. It's clarified by the Three of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Temperance, Hangman. I think a lot of you are going to explore a potentially new evolving relationship. There is 3 people in this picture. There is 2 individuals on both sides. So I'm not saying you're cutting this person out completely. You could leave a little bit of a door open for them, but this is not the time for you to fixate on trying to fix this person or try to mend things with them right now. A lot of you right now with the Temperance are still in the healing process, and I'm not saying you cannot meet other people. This is your life, your choice, what you want to do. I just feel like that maybe meeting people or just in general putting yourself out there, it could help you to heal and to really feel a lot lighter, okay? Because you're going to come across to somebody that's going to show you, they're going to be very much interested in you, okay? This person could be from a different culture, by the way. So in the future with the Seven of Wands, Gemini, I feel like this is about like challenges, okay? Because if you were to offer a brand new beginning, or if you're manifesting a new person, for example, when that offer comes in, Gemini, you're still struggling internally with the Seven of Wands. This could also be some other personal things going on in your life right now. This light is so strong. I gotta get new soft lights here. I'm so sorry, Gemini. It's like, it's literally on my face. It's on my face. So the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So Gemini, one of the things that you are going to, remember, okay, remember always, if you're dealing with somebody that is refusing to give you back, if someone is rejecting you and all you have done is give them a lot of love, remember with the Nine of Pentacles, you know where you should go back? You should go back to your financial independence. You should go back to your job. You should focus on your career. You should focus on launching your business. Instead of wasting your time on people who are acting immature or people who are not willing to give you what you truly want. And there is also drinking involved here. I don't know who is getting shit-faced, okay, and playing cornholes. Someone is getting shit-faced constantly. I don't know who this is, okay. I'm getting here cornhole, 4th of July, hot dogs, beer, some ratchet music, okay? I'm not gonna name certain locations, but I know what location this could be possibly. I can deal with this. It's okay. Never mind. So this is a challenge for you, Gemini, because you don't want to be involved in a situation, okay, with the past person, because you're still battling in the future. Do I accept this new offer? Do I give this person that's new, that's going to come into my life, do I give them a chance? So many of you are remembering how somebody from the past rejected you and it's making you really furious. And you're like, you know what? I'm tired of this and I'm going to explore a new opportunity. So Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. So the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower, the Ten of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Gemini, with the Tower and the Ten of Wands, that's like basically what's meant for you will work out. What's not meant for you is not going to work out. You're tired and you are exhausted, okay? Exhausted. Like, let's say exhausted. Let's say you're experiencing exhausted 23/7, like a Bible verse, exhausted, okay? I saw this is a comment the other, I thought it was really funny. Okay, exhausted 23/7, and Gemini, and thus Gemini was extremely exhausted and tired and exasperated, and Gemini dropped them burdens and started embarking onto a new journey. Some catch me outside with the Wheel of Fortune. You're focused on something really positive. I think in the midst of this whole chaos, Gemini, that's happening with the Mercury retrograde, you're finally focusing on like the new happiness. There's the iconic Ace of Wands. You all know what I'm saying. You're focused on like, what can I manifest? What can I create for myself? Because you're finally closing out a chapter with the world. It's going to be an internal closure. You know, when you wake up from a dream or from your sleep and you just finally feel a certain way, that's what's going to happen for you. So you're manifesting, Gemini. You're creating a brand new beginning for you. You're making room. What's coming, Queen of Cups, the strength. You're finding that inner strength, Gemini, to heal from this situation, and with the Six of Swords to finally let it go. So let's get the advice, Gemini, and see what's going on. What is the final advice for Gemini? So Gemini, very interesting reading, straight to the point. Honestly, like I feel like I just literally stayed down and I picked up on your energy. Okay, so there's also something about some of your digestive system. I don't know if you're changing your diet. A lot of you could be like paying attention more to your digestive system. So you have the Hermit, you have the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. You do have an energy here coming towards your way. If you have been in a hermit mode, if you have been in this place of silent, quiet, behind the scenes, Gemini, you're stepping into your power as the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and you have somebody coming towards your way. Definitely with a very nice wand, okay? Someone, possibly a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, could be a Virgo. Okay, this person is coming towards your way. The moon here could be a Cancer as well, Pisces, Three of Pentacles. There is going to be cooperation. I think you are going to give this relationship or this love a chance here, but you're finally realizing that you need to close out a chapter and a cycle with somebody from the past that, like I said, with the Seven of Swords in the past, right, and the Four of Wands, this person caused a lot of turmoil into your life. So this is going to be up to you. Gemini, this is what I had for you. Thank you for going ahead and hitting that like button. I will see you into the comment section, and I'll see you very soon. Love you so much. Take care and have a good one.